Hello, and welcome to episode 1.5 of Black Creative Healing. I'm Natasha Thomas, your host for these conversations. Hopefully by now you've checked out episode 1, where we sat down with Anika McDonald to talk about movements and self-love and the African Diaspora, sexualization of the Black female body. We covered a lot of topics in episode 1. And this second part of things, the extension of that conversation, sort of picks up where it left off. You'll see us go from talking to sort of planning and conceptualizing this dance collaboration that we end up putting together. So the beginnings of this dance collaboration actually go all the way back to when Anika and I were first thinking about doing this. When we first started talking to each other about what we could create together and what we wanted to talk about, we started by sharing sound files of songs that we were feeling really moved by, like led to move to. And so the very first song that Anika shared with me was I Want You Around by Snow Allegra, which I had never heard before. And we talk about that, of getting to know that artist. And what I first sent back to her was Worth It by Moses Sumney. Both Anika and I had been introduced to Moses Sumney at different points in our lives, and really dove hard into re-exploring their music and the concepts relating to that music, and a mashup began to emerge. I began putting together some other pieces of Moses Sumney's music, tying them together with my own vocals, and we were sending video back and forth to each other of us dancing and responding to this music. And somehow along the way, Snow Allegra worked her way back in. And so the resulting product, after you see us do a little bit of talking and conceptualizing, is a collection of music featuring Moses Sumney and Snow Allegra with some vocals by yours truly, and featuring video of footage that Anika and I had sent back and forth to each other over the weeks prior to our conversation, but also us dancing together that day in real time across the distance via Zoom. She's in Florida, I'm in Indiana, so very far away from each other physically, and yet the connection of dancing together in real time, I feel, is just, I'm so excited for you to see it. So that's what you'll see. And then we have a little bit of behind the scenes stuff, so you can see us editing the video, putting it together, and get some insights into that collaborative process that we undertook. So that's what's coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll both access that piece that's in the Google Drive, that the mashup with Moses Sumney and Snow Allegra, which I'd never heard of Snow Allegra until this moment. Yeah, like, so since putting her into the mashup, I've been listening to like her whole catalog and just like loving it. Because we definitely will want to like process after the dance. We'll want to talk a little bit about the artists in the mashup. But yeah, I figure we'll mute our laptop microphones so we don't get sound feedback. But just like, maybe we'll do like a visual countdown of like 3, 2, 1, hit play, you know,
okay.
See what happens, see if we can sync up that way.
Let me
Cool.
get the,
Yeah, let me sort out where the camera is and all that jazz. Okay. So if I'm going to be moving back here, how far back do I need this to be? Catch as much of myself. It's on a chair.
I'm gonna put mine on a stool.
Oh yeah. I think if I do this, there we go, because I want to be able to see some floor and then some rest of it, you know. I want to do this. This feels good. And then there's my center. Okay. Yeah, sweet. I feel like I want to like make some shapes. Here you are. Ah, yay! That's so fabulous. Yeah, I have to like stretch myself a little. Okay, shall we?
Yes. How do I mute this?
Yep, I'm gonna mute it and then I'll just like count down before we hit play.
you accept all I do, but I don't know if that is why you offer all of you. I recognize your hand as a burning bruise. You reject solitude, but I don't know if I am worth it. I don't know if I am worth it. I don't know if I am worth it. How am I right to if my heart is I do, and I do. Isn't enough to make you learn you're not afraid of burns, but I don't know to light my fire, and I don't know if I am worth it. I don't know if I am worth it. I don't know if I am worth it. I don't know. Can I tell you a secret?
Come through, I think I need you here. What? I swear it's hard to keep these feelings to myself. Now you're the one I'm thinking of. My higher ground, my rocket low. Fuck gravity, I'd rather stay up here. We can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is in the visions how we play. Sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Think you wish you away, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away. I sit right next to you. I want you around, around. I want you around, around. I want you around, around. I want you around. Alright,
Amazing. That was, yeah. I don't know, where do we even start? Yay!
Do some movements that I'm doing without moving. Was like, oh shit, we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, because there were some of them, like there were some that were intentional that I would look over and be like, ooh, let me play with that. Let me play with that. And there were other moments where I'd have my eyes averted somewhere else. I was looking somewhere else, feeling something else. And then I would look and see us sync up and be like, oh shit.
Yeah, like, and that kind of like talks to like how music speaks. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It elicits so much different emotions in that mashup.
Yeah. So many, yeah, because so initially when we were like conceptualizing this, the Snow Allegra came first. Like you sent a video of yourself dancing to that I Want You Around. And that was the first time I'd heard that artist. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But at the time I was listening to all of this Moses Sumney and all this like existential, like feeling myself kind of music. And like feeling myself in this like, am I worth it kind of way, you know, like, do I, you know, am I okay? Huh?
It's like a morbid twist.
Yeah, it's a morbid twist, but there's this weird sort of sense of like comfort in it. Well, sort of like how we describe being connected by how we feel disconnected. You know, like that to me is some of the magic of Moses Sumney's music. But Snow Allegra is all about the magic of connection, I feel like, for connection's sake, you know? And like that, just such a simple phrase as I want you around runs so like directly counter and yet perfectly with Moses Sumney's like, I don't know if I'm worth it to be around. Well, I want you around, so.
Or is it okay to be around myself?
Yeah. So this whole like self-love thing emerges when we mash up all these pieces. Yeah. So it goes from doomed in the beginning to worth it, and then there's that plastic overlay that transitions into the Snow.
I was listening a lot to the Moses. Once we started conceptualizing this, I wanted to remember what I felt like when I first introduced to that artist, because I remember the concept of a romantic was new to me, because I was like, am I different than my peers? I'm not getting the same sense of relationship that I see.
Yeah.
I really went to him because I was like, maybe it's not for me, or maybe I'm not seeing it the same way. And he was like a breath of fresh air, like
that's his whole vibe. Yeah.
Music about love, but it's not about heartbreak, and it's not about falling in love.
Yeah.
A matter of fact. And then the Snow, she talks about love, but it's also not about falling in love, nor is it about heartbreak. It's just the matter of fact just being. Like I was listening to Situationship on the way over here, and I was like, this is so great. She like, even her project is all about just the different processes of love and what I can look like.
Yeah, and what I've heard so far is so little angst.
Yeah.
You know, from her, it's just like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Whereas Moses sometimes feels like that's all angst, but at the same time, it's like there's a comfort in the angst in a weird
like this is what it is.
Like this is a whole thing unto itself, and that is completely valid and does not need to be changed to be worth something.
Yeah, that's exactly what they actually call themselves. Actually what they promote, like that why seek outside of what you are feeling. There's comfort in here.
Because what you're feeling now is you now. Not be connected to that.
And I think dancing, freestyling to that was like, whatever I feel.
I feel like it lets me lean into that part of myself that's trying to figure me out, you know, dance wise, aesthetically, otherwise. You know, it lets me just be in that sort of like undefined space that I currently live in.
Same.
That actually just feels good to just move. That was necessary. There's something I think to that as well in people finding and unlocking creativity.
And I think that's what I really realized within myself. I got happier when, not happier, because that's just, I dismantled depression and anxiety more when I owned myself. Like,
That's, allowing yourself the freedom to feel what you feel can sometimes help to alleviate what you're feeling. You know, like we have this instinct to like run from what we're feeling, to leave the sad, to leave the angry. But if you just like sit in it for a second, move through it. Like there's something that can be really powerful about that. Okay, shall we?
Yes. How do I mute this?
Yep, I'm gonna mute it and then I'll just like count down before we hit play. It's still got it going. And I'm gonna share my screen. Haha, like a special library just for us.
Hey.
So let me open that. So this is,
I forgot to send you the feet.
oh yeah, do that when you get a chance. But yeah, this is old, so I'm gonna get rid of that audio because we want, actually, hang on. Because I do want to make sure I remember where that was supposed to go. Okay, so it starts there. Because wouldn't that be terrible if I just forgot how I perfectly synced it up? Okay, so I need to import new audio. Okay. I don't know, they have the most roundabout way of doing this. Like, it would be really nice if I could just like go to my file and drag and drop it into iMovie, but instead they make me shift through all of this other stuff, right? Oh, there it is, Moses and Allegra mashup. Good Lord. Yeah, that's so damn hard. Okay, so now that's there. So I can take, this better be what this is, I think.
I think it is.
Yeah, okay, because that wasn't there before, right? Oh yeah, yep, perfect. Okay, so now that can go there. And then I also need to make sure I import the video from the conversation we just had. Yeah, and that actually, now that I think of it, let me import that into a whole new project. Because it's going to be a massive file, and I want to like split it up. Yeah. So there it is. Yay! So that'll take a second. Oh, look at us. Aren't we cute? Okay. Let's get down here. And I'm just going to try and find the part where we were dancing and cut to that clip. Get inside the thing. Okay, actually, it's easy to find because it's the part where everything's muted. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's cut to maybe like slightly before it and then slightly after. So that's 7 minutes.
Oh, yes, I see it.
Yeah, so I'm going to copy it and go back to this other project and just figure out how to sync up the music first.
I'm so glad you're doing this because I have so many resources at my fingertip. But forget that I can use these things to create even more. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. I'm moving this again because it looks like it didn't go to the beginning, and I want it at the, nope. Go to the beginning. See, this is the shit that iMovie does sometimes, that I'm like, why are you being difficult? There we go. That's what I want. Yeah, I want this at the beginning. Now I want to copy that, and then we'll have the music in like 2 places, and we can decide what's going to go where. So, okay. So this isn't going to be exact. Let me take a minute and figure out. So did we... Hang on, let me move this little, is the little window where I can see you, and I'm trying to figure out, is that the moment that I hit play?
Right as soon as...
It's later, because I count down, I think. Let me see when I count down. Okay, so I do 3, then I do 2, then I do 1, and then I hit play. Okay, so this needs to move. Well, let's do this way. And I always know that this needs to start like here. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so now let's see if the movements line up.
This is interesting.
It is, yeah. And I think what'll probably happen is I might end up not having this video start until we start moving, so then I might pull like that first video you sent.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. I think this lines up, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I'm going to make it full screen. We'll just keep watching.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh, that's great. And then we both were like, oh, oh that's great.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so fucking now what?
Wow. Like, when I was in my dance classes, one thing that they introduced to me was pieces, like dance pieces.
Yeah.
That were just for dancers, I guess, or dance consumers.
Yeah.
This looks like that. Like, it looks like an art piece.
Yes, yeah.
Not like going to see a dance show, but just an art piece created.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And part of me feels like I actually want to fuck with it as little as possible.
Yeah. I think
Like
the authenticity of it is what makes it so...
Yeah. Yeah, because originally I was thinking that, you know, like we could splice some things in, you know, like we could put some of the video that we shot before this in here, and we still could.
Oh, yeah, I think like going back to seeing how we were before, because definitely I think
like this opening piece, I want to use this.
Yeah, I think we influence each other, seeing each other dancing to the movement, and then what it looks like coming together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, like, I want to take this then, and I want, how long is this? So that's 17.7 seconds. So if we can find, where's the 17.7 seconds in here? That's right on the line, but that feels okay. So if I delete that, and then, that did, that did a thing I didn't want to do. Let me do this way. Let me go like that. Yeah. And then I attach this to that and get rid of this. Then it should work. Yeah. And then if I go over to like, put like a little, I got to move my little window where I'm seeing myself again. So if I put like a little cross dissolve in there, that should eat up where the sound got weird. Or where the, where the timing's a little off. So let's see what happens.
If my heart is I do,
Oh, wow. I was definitely feeling the music that
time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So now if we go find like 17 seconds of me from over here and intersperse that in there. So it's like we'll have both of us and then like individually, and then we come together. So if this is the 18-second mark, what's 18 plus 14? 32? Okay. Look at that. Look at me finding 32. Okay, so now I want to put what I had before in here, get rid of that. And that's still 32. And then I will put this here. So now let's see what happens.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'll blow it up again. I love the walking back.
Yeah. I love that movement.
Oh, thanks. I don't know why I feel so drawn to it. I keep doing it.
Yeah. Wow, it still carries the same feeling.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of magical. Oh my God! Okay.
Oh, and I'm so excited.
Part of me feels like that's it.
I feel like putting in the walks and stuff would be
the feet.
The feet, the hands.
Okay, like, where do those go? Where should those go?
Definitely in the Moses. But as we maybe seeing us for a while and then clipping to
yeah, like what's here? Actually, so this is the point, this is the transition after the first chorus.
Okay.
Maybe this might be a good place to put some hand stuff. So I'll just put a break there. And then maybe I'll mark where the Snow Allegra comes in. Because I think that's here. Yeah. Okay. So somewhere in this So that's from 1:45 to 3:12. That's space for us to put some hands and feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But either way, I feel like this is a good point for us to like stop, go away, and then share files again.
Okay.
Down the road. Does that feel okay?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm so pumped. I'm so
Yeah.
pumped. This feels great. And thank you so much for like, hang on, let me stop screen sharing so I can like say thank you just directly. Thank you so much for being part of this.
You're welcome. It's actually helpful for me. Yeah.
I'm really glad.
Yeah.
It's great for
going
me
into my own, like, hey, this is something that can be done, like, for real.
For real, yeah. And for me, it's like each of these conversations is so healing in and of itself.
Yeah.
Be able to talk to someone who's sharing elements of my experience, you know, like we're just points of connection everywhere, and it's great. It's great.
I love this that you're doing.
Thank you. I'm really grateful you could be part of it. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Black Creative Healing, this collaboration between myself and Anika McDonald. Special thank you to Anika for all that she contributed to this project, and just for being so willing to share and be vulnerable, especially as the first release from this project. She wasn't the first collaboration I actually filmed. That one is coming up in December. Stay tuned for that. But she was the first one that I was like, okay, we're going to put this one out front in public. And she just rolled with it. So thank you, Anika, so much for being part of this. Another very special shout out to my friend Amanda Burke, who is a subscriber of my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/NatashaMTBC. Amanda is a shout out level subscriber. And what that means is that she is supporting the program I use to create closed captions and transcripts of these videos. So every video that I do, it was important to me in this project that it be accessible, and captioning and transcribing videos that are approaching or upwards of an hour long takes a lot of time if you're trying to do it by hand. And I'm somebody with a chronic illness. I'm, frequently fatigued or unable to do that. And so it was important to me that I be able to pay for a service to do that. And subscribers like Amanda are people that are able to help with that. And I'm tremendously grateful for that support from her and from all my patrons, really. All of you are helping to make this project possible in some way or another. And all of you get perks for doing so. So Amanda gets this shout out at her level, but also folks that are subscribed to my Patreon at the downloadables level are going to be receiving sound files of the mashup that Anika and I dance to. That will be yours. And folks that are at the Memento Keepers level get early access to Black Creative Healing episodes, just as the other patrons do. But they also get little memo cards with affirming content on them, affirming words, affirming images, to be able to sort of take home and contemplate your own sense of creative healing. So being a patron is fun, I think. You get cool stuff, but also I just really love and appreciate being in conversation and collaboration with people that are, living their lives creatively and looking at ways to get more closely in tune with themselves and their communities. That excites me and inspires me. And so I'm grateful for every little bit of opportunity I get to engage with people that way. So whether it's by being a supporter of my Patreon or just engaging with me online, wherever you found the hashtag Black Creative Healing, getting in touch with us on Instagram, on Twitter, all of that is so very appreciated. So thank you again for watching. Stay tuned for December and episode 2 to drop, and see you around.